We have heard of wars and rumors of wars. Calamities are increasing, the so-called climate, environmental issue. We have seen wickedness increasing at a pace we have never witnessed before. Do you think that it is time for us, as Amos chapter 4 verse 12 tells us, to prepare to meet our God?
Prepare for the Last Days, a devotional from the writings of Ellen G. White. Common people, finish the work. And as Jesus passed forth from thence, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the receipt of custom, and he saith unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. Matthew 9 verse 9. I saw that God was in the proclamation of the time of 1843. It was his design to arouse the people and bring them to a testing point where they should decide for or against the truth. Ministers were convinced of the correctness of the positions taken on the prophetic periods, and some renounced their pride and left their salaries and their churches to go forth from place to place to give the message. But as the message from heaven could find a place in the hearts of but few of the professed ministers of Christ, the work was laid upon many who were not preachers. Some left their fields to sound the message, while others were called from their shops and their merchandise. And even some professional men were compelled to leave their professions to engage in the unpopular work of giving the first angel's message. Ministers laid aside their sectarian views and feelings and united in proclaiming the coming of Jesus. Wherever the message was given, it moved the people. Sinners repented, wept, and prayed for forgiveness, and those whose lives have been marked with dishonesty were anxious to make restitution. Parents felt the deepest solicitude for their children. Those who received the message labored with their unconverted friends and relatives, and with their souls bowed with the weight of the solemn message, warned and entreated them to prepare for the coming of the Son of Man. Those cases were most hardened that would not yield to such a weight of evidence set home by heartfelt warnings. This soul-purifying work led the affections away from the worldly things to a consecration never before experienced.
Seeking the Lord's ears, kindly entreating wanderers on the mountain astray. Come unto me, his message repeating, words of the Master speaking today. Going afar, on the far mountain, bringing the souls that are weak and hearts that are sore, leading them forth in ways of salvation, showing the path to life evermore. Going afar, on the far mountain, bringing the war back again. To the country so bright and so fair, and oft are its glories confessed. But what must it be to be there? We speak of its pathway of gold, its walls decked with jewels so rare, its wonders and pleasures untold. But what must it be to be there? We speak of its freedom from sin, from sorrow, temptation, and care, from trials without and within. But what must it be to be there? We speak of its service of love, of the robes which the glorified wear, of the church of the firstborn above. But what must it be to be there? Our morning is all at an end, when raised by the life-giving word, we see the new city descend, adorned as a bride for her Lord. The city so holy and clean, no sorrow can breathe in the air, no gloom of affliction or sin, no shadow of evil is there. Do thou midst temptation and woe, for heaven my spirit prepare, and shortly I also shall know and feel what it is to be there. Then all the bright fields we shall roam, in glory celestial and fair, with saints and with angels at home, and Jesus himself will be there.